This recording is published by Langogh, 2025. This recording is copyright. This is the IELTS listening test. You will hear a number of different recordings and you will have to answer questions on what you hear. There will be time for you to read the instructions and questions and you will have a chance to check your work. All the recordings will be played once only. You will hear a man or woman speaking to a group of people. You will be asked to answer questions based on the recording. You will have 30 seconds to read the questions before the recording begins. Now listen carefully and answer questions.
Good morning everyone, and welcome to the Greendale Farmers Market. I'm so pleased to see such a wonderful turnout today. My name is Sarah, and I'll be your guide for this morning's tour of our beloved weekly market. Before we begin walking around, let me give you some essential information about what makes our market so special and what you can expect to find here today. First of all, let me tell you a bit about the history of this market. The Greendale Farmers Market was established 15 years ago by a small group of local farmers who wanted to create a direct connection between producers and consumers. What started with just 8 stalls has now grown into a thriving community hub with over 45 vendors every Saturday morning. We operate year-round, rain or shine, from 8 o'clock in the morning until 2 o'clock in the afternoon. However, I must mention that during the winter months, from November through February, we do reduce our hours slightly, closing at 1 o'clock instead. Now, regarding the layout of our market, we've organized the stalls into distinct sections to make your shopping experience as pleasant and efficient as possible. The market is divided into 5 main zones, each dedicated to specific types of products. At the northern entrance, where we're standing right now, you'll find the fresh produce section. This is always the busiest area, especially early in the morning when professional chefs from local restaurants come to select the finest vegetables and fruits for their kitchens. The central area hosts our artisan food producers, including bakers, cheese makers, and specialty food vendors. To the east, we have our meat and seafood section, and to the west, you'll discover our arts and crafts zone, where local artisans sell handmade goods, from pottery to jewelry. Finally, at the southern end of the market, we have our prepared food area, which is perfect if you're feeling hungry and want to grab something to eat while you browse. Let me talk about some of the remarkable vendors you'll encounter today. In the produce section, you absolutely must visit Johnson's Organic Farm. They've been with us since day one and grow everything using completely organic methods. Their tomatoes are particularly outstanding, and they've recently started cultivating some exotic Asian vegetables that you won't find anywhere else in the region. Next to them, you'll find Riverside Orchards, who specialize in heritage apple varieties. They have over 30 different types of apples, depending on the season, and they're always happy to let you taste before you buy. Moving to our artisan food section, I want to highlight the Krusty Loaf Bakery. They bake all their bread in a traditional wood-fired oven, and the aroma alone is worth the visit. They arrive at the market at 6 o'clock every morning to ensure their products are absolutely fresh. Their sourdough is legendary, but it sells out quickly, usually by 10 o'clock, so if you're interested, I'd recommend heading there right after our tour. Beside them is the Greendale Cheese Company, run by the Martinez family, who have been making cheese for 3 generations. They produce everything from soft, creamy cheeses to aged, crumbly varieties, and they're always creating new flavors. Last month, they introduced a lavender-infused cream cheese that has become incredibly popular. Now, for those of you interested in meat and seafood, the eastern section is where you want to go. Hilltop Farm provides grass-fed beef and lamb, and they can tell you exactly which field their animals grazed in. They also offer cooking advice and recipe cards, which many customers find extremely helpful. The Coastal Catch is our seafood vendor, and they make the 2-hour journey from the coast every Saturday morning to bring the freshest fish and shellfish. Everything they sell was caught within the previous 24 hours, which is quite remarkable when you think about it. The arts and crafts section in the western zone features some tremendously talented local artisans. There's Margaret's Pottery Studio, where everything is hand-thrown and kiln-fired right here in Greendale. She specializes in functional pieces like mugs, bowls, and serving dishes, but she also creates beautiful decorative items. Then there's Woodland Creations, run by a carpenter named Thomas, who makes exquisite cutting boards, wooden spoons, and kitchen utensils from sustainably sourced local wood. Each piece is unique and makes a wonderful gift or addition to your own kitchen. Now, let me tell you about some special events and features that make our market truly unique. Every first Saturday of the month, we host a cooking demonstration stage in the central area. Professional chefs and home cooking enthusiasts showcase recipes using seasonal ingredients available at the market. These demonstrations are completely free to watch, and you'll usually receive a printed recipe card to take home. The demonstrations typically run from 10 o'clock until noon, with different chefs presenting every 30 minutes. On the third Saturday of each month, we have our Children's Activities Corner, which is particularly popular with families. We organize face painting, storytelling sessions, and simple cooking workshops where children can learn to make things like butter or fresh pasta. There's no charge for these activities, though donations are always welcome and go towards maintaining the market facilities. Additionally, we run a special program called Market Bucks, which I think you'll find quite interesting. This is a matching program for customers who use government food assistance. For every $10 spent using the assistance program, shoppers receive an additional $5 in Market Bucks to spend on fresh fruits and vegetables. This initiative has been incredibly successful in making fresh, healthy food more accessible to everyone in our community. Today, we have a particularly exciting special event happening. We're celebrating Local Honey Week, and all our beekeepers are here with their products. There will be a honey tasting booth set up near the main information tent, where you can sample different varieties and learn about the importance of bees in our ecosystem. The beekeepers will also be selling beeswax candles, natural soaps, and other bee-related products. This event runs until noon today, so make sure you stop by. Before we start our walking tour, let me give you a few practical tips. We have public restrooms located behind the information tent in the center of the market. There are also several ATM machines if you need cash, though I should mention that an increasing number of vendors now accept credit and debit cards, as well as mobile payment options. We also have a customer service desk at the information tent where you can pick up a detailed market map, get information about specific vendors, or report any lost items. For those of you who might be visiting from out of town, we offer a tourist welcome package at the information desk. This includes a reusable market bag, discount vouchers for various stalls, and a guide to other local attractions. We encourage everyone to bring their own bags to reduce waste, but if you forget, our vendors have paper and biodegradable bags available. One more thing I should mention is our market's commitment to sustainability. All of our vendors must follow strict environmental guidelines. We have comprehensive recycling and composting facilities throughout the market, and we've eliminated single-use plastics wherever possible. The market management works closely with vendors to ensure minimal waste, and at the end of each market day, any unsold fresh produce is donated to local food banks and community kitchens. Now, are there any questions before we begin our tour? No? Wonderful. Let's start by walking to the produce section, where you'll see some of the finest fresh fruits and vegetables in the region. Follow me, please, and feel free to ask questions as we go. Remember, the vendors love to talk about their products and share their knowledge, so don't be shy about engaging with them. Let's begin.
Visit langogh.com to view the answers to these questions or to access more tests.